What's up, people? Welcome back to another episode of Under 1,000 Podcast. If you're new, thank you for coming. Thank you for stopping by, hanging out with us. But if you're new, this is the podcast where I bring on another reptile YouTuber, enthusiast, hobbyist, or breeder, and we get to talk to them, get to know them a little better, learn about their YouTube journey and their reptile journey. It's a great way for myself, to get involved in the community and meet more people. Because I am an introvert. I know it doesn't seem like that, but you're not in the same room with me, so it's easier to talk to you this way. But this is a great way for me to meet more people in the community, make more network connections with people, and find new friends. I found so many new friends doing this. Not only friends I've brought on as guests, but you guys in the chat as well have become friends as well, and I love it. I feel it's bringing the community together a little more, and I'm all about the community coming together and us helping each other and growing together. So that's why I love doing this podcast, and I'm glad you guys love watching it. So before we get into bringing on our guests, let's say hello to a couple people. Celtic Balls, what's up? How you guys doing? Rule, what's up? Thanks for coming through. So I forgot what I was doing. Before we bring on our guests as well, we have to say thank you to our sponsor for this episode. So let's say our sponsor right here. This episode sponsored by Powers Pythons. Check out Powers Pythons Instagram and check out their YouTube channel. They are a ball python breeder who has had success this year in breeding and has a couple clutches on the ground. Go check out which animals they have available, because they have a few available. So go check out their ball python selection on their Instagram or their morph market. Thanks again, Powers Pythons, for sponsoring this episode. They are great people. I actually had them on my first Next Up series, so definitely go check that episode out as well. Kevin is a great guy and is really cool to know. And thank you for sponsoring this episode, and thank you for being a friend. Appreciate all the support and love you guys show. All right. Thank you guys for sponsoring this video. Go check them out. Links in the description down below for them. They also have TikTok, so check them out on TikTok as well. But without further ado, guys, let's go ahead and bring on our guests. Hello.
Hey, good on.
How you doing?
Good. Just here, chilling.
Okay. So if you could go ahead and introduce yourself to the people and let them know some of the animals that you have and breed.
Okay, so what's up, everyone? My name is Victor from Far Out Exotics. The animals that I work with are mainly blue tongue skinks at the moment, but I am getting into ball pythons as well. And I have a tegu. Not really. I'm trying to breed, but not really much into tegus. Just got one right now. So yeah, those are just the three. Oh, and leopard geckos. My bad. And
I was about to say that you got leopard.
Yeah. Almost forgot those. Yeah, leopard geckos.
All right, Victor. Thank you for coming on. If you guys haven't already, his links for his YouTube, his Instagram. Are you on TikTok?
Yeah.
He's on TikTok as well. Yeah. He just started TikTok. So hit the subscribe, hit the follow, go find the TikTok. It's Far Out Exotics, correct?
Yeah, Far Out Exotics on everything.
Okay. So just put Far Out Exotics in there and you'll find everything. Make sure you hit those buttons to follow, subscribe, all that good stuff. Go like a couple videos, all that good stuff. But we're going to talk to Victor and get to know. We're going to actually just talk to him about skinks this time. We're going to bring him back on probably next season 3, unless we have some openings. But season 3, we're probably going to bring him back on to talk about ball pythons, and then we'll probably bring him back on one more time to talk about leopard geckos, because he's got a lot of animals that we can talk to him about. So that's definitely. I mean, if Victor's okay with that, okay. Because I'm just making your schedule without even asking.
Yeah, it all works with me.
Okay, sounds good. So, if you guys haven't already, go make sure you're following. Links are in the description down below. But we're gonna get into what we brought Victor on to do, and that's talk about him and his YouTube channel and his reptiles. So let's hit what the first question of the night because I have to find it. Oh, I forgot to. I think these. I think they are the same. Okay, so let's do it. Yeah, I think they're the same. So, when did you start? How long have you had your YouTube channel?
I started in 2020 during the
2020.
pandemic.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay. Hey, another pandemic YouTube started. Hey, nothing wrong with that.
yeah, yeah. It's like 2 years already that I had it.
Okay,
Late 2020, I'll say.
okay,
I
okay.
started.
So, what was your reason for starting it during the pandemic? What got you excited to start it?
Um, I just started because try to get more like the customers more comfortable with who you are. Like there's a face behind it.
Yep.
Like a lot of people, like especially like even myself, like there's a lot of scams going around, things like that. So you want to know who you're really talking to. So like that, I feel like that's like needed, I guess.
Yeah,
It helps out a lot.
I can definitely understand that. That is one of the reasons why I started my channel. I knew I was going to start having animals for sale, and I wanted people to feel comfortable sending me animals,
Yeah,
and kind of see how I take care of my animals, how I'm breeding my animals. I thought that would put people in at a better ease of sending me money, buying an animal for me, and trusting me.
yeah,
Also,
exactly.
it's promotion. That's also what it is too.
Yeah.
But then it became another benefit became getting involved in the community with it and
Oh yeah.
growing this friendship with other people's. So it has so many purposes that at first you don't realize until you get into it, then you learn all the other things that can happen with it. But that's a smart way. You were on top of thinking ahead, trying to make sure people can see the animals and put trust in you. That's a great way to think of it.
Yeah. I've done like marketing and stuff like that in the past with my personal business. So it's like it has that in mind already.
Okay. We got the other account here from Celtic Balls. How you doing? How you doing?
Hello.
Tammy, how you doing? Thanks for coming through. Uh, Low Life Exotics, what's up? Thanks for coming through, Thomas. Appreciate you.
What's up, low life?
Um, so that's okay. That makes sense. I like that. I like that. Um, did you when you first started? Did you like really just go after making videos, or did it take you a couple times to get comfortable, start making videos? Like, what was? Did you have a schedule when you first started, or are you just winging it?
For me, honestly, is if my all my videos are raw. Like I just go in it like since the beginning. Like in the beginning, I was doing a lot of takes because I was a lot like I'm nervous. Like I'm
Mm-hmm.
in front of a camera talking to nothing, just a camera. It's like you gotta get used to it. So took a while, and after that, I was like, you know what? I was getting a little more comfortable. I was like, my videos are gonna be raw. Like there's like hardly any editing to it. Like whatever I get up there is up there, so people
Mm-hmm.
would know the actual truth of what I'm doing and stuff like that. So that's pretty much my videos.
Okay. I like that. Yeah, I started. I most of my editing is just to add clips in of animals,
Yeah,
but I stopped changing stuff when I messed up on. I just left it in.
yeah,
It felt like it made me more human to people. It
yeah,
helped people to relate to you more. Like when they see you mess up, they be like, okay, he messes up.
yeah.
He's just a normal person. So I just left it all in.
Yeah, it makes you feel more authentic too. Like yeah, you're saying like
Very
real human
true.
stuff like that. You're
Very
not hiding
true.
anything.
Very true. That is true. It doesn't feel like you're hiding anything, and that's important for people to see that you're just being you. And even sometimes you get the bad parts of breeding.
Oh yeah,
I just showed a video yesterday showing a clutch that didn't make it. One of the babies didn't fully stop. It literally stopped developing in the process of incubation. So
yeah.
the
I just
baby
saw that
died in
video.
the egg. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a side that people don't necessarily like to see, but I think it's important for people to see it so they don't think it breeding is all happy go lucky and
yeah,
everything goes right every time.
yeah. That's
Um,
true.
People
I've
got to
had my
be
misfortunes this season too.
Yeah, people got to be realistic and realize these are live animals we dealing with, and sometimes things don't go right, and you have to either step in, put them down, or try to step in and try to help them survive.
Yep,
Um, it's
exactly.
very
Like
important.
that's a video I'm gonna put up pretty soon, like an update on the babies that I have. So
Okay.
it's gonna be later, and I mean, I when I posted on IG, whoever follows me on IG will know like how many I had when I first started to like the very sad truth of what I have right now.
Mm,
So it's like misfortunes, but it happens. You know, you gotta learn from it too.
very true. Very true. To all the glorious exotic reptiles, thanks for coming through. Phil, thanks for
You're
coming
welcome.
through. I'm gonna try to pronounce it. I'm terrible at pronunciations, people. So don't be upset. But I want to say Prevede Exotics. I know that's wrong. I know that's wrong. But thanks for coming through. If you could send me a message on Instagram how to pronounce it, and I'm gonna make sure I pronounce it right. Um, some people know, some people don't know. I have I'm dyslexic, so when I read stuff, I I see it backwards and I'm rewriting it, but when I say it, I it helps me be able to remember it. But that first time saying it, I'm gonna mess it up terribly.
Yeah, it's not. It's
And
kind of.
then,
There's nothing wrong too, Gershon. I think it's like maybe like a Spanish word. I think maybe it's
okay,
for me.
that's what I was thinking as well. I was thinking that also, and I was like, that might be a different language barrier there.
Yeah.
But they say it's all good. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I appreciate you coming through. But definitely hit me on my Instagram and tell me how it's pronounced. So when you do come through again, I can pronounce it correctly. I like to. I know how important it is when for people to say your name correctly. It's very important. So I understand that feeling because people used to say my name, never used to say Gershon correctly. Never. So I understand that. But let's get to another question. So I don't know. I don't even know if this is skinks, if they have codoms, if they have recessives. So first of all, let me know how that works. Do they have codoms? Do they have recessives?
Uh, Codoms, no, it's more like a dominant trait, and recessives they do.
Okay. Okay. So what's your favorite dominant trait and what's your favorite recessive?
Favorite dominant, that's a hard one. Um,
So even with skinks, it gets we get that. Oh, let me think, because there's a lot that I like. Even with skinks, I love it. I
yeah,
love it.
it's uh, it's honestly between. I mean, actually, I'll give this one a little bit of a lead. It's the T positive caramel, the blue eyed. It's called the
Okay.
T positive blue eyed caramel. That's a very nice dominant trait.
So what it about? What's about it that you like? Because I've never, gonna be honest, never seen one that color. So what is it about it that you like?
It's I guess you could compare it to like ultramel, like it's an ultramel
Okay.
color to a skink.
Okay.
It's very like a caramel, very caramel hues. It has if you I don't know if you've seen skinks before, but they have sidebars on their side of their bellies, or
Mm-hmm.
so those are like very gold yellow, and all the bodies like a caramelly syrupy color, so it makes them really nice. And then what makes them unique also is they have blue eyes.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
so
super cool.
so they're pretty cool. So that one, I don't know if it's a codon because sometimes you might get some of them that might not get the blue eyes and some that will. So I think the super
Oh.
form gets it and the
Okay.
non doesn't get it. So, but there's more work
Okay.
to be done on that to figure it out.
So like there's still so like ball pythons, skinks are always you guys for one still finding new genetics.
Yeah.
And you're still learning about the genetics you guys do have. So do you have like allelic genetics in there? Is that a thing in skinks?
Not really.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Okay.
At least that I know, yeah, there's nothing that works together that does something new.
Okay. That's good to know. That's good to know. I'm not saying I might start breeding skinks,
Yeah.
but I'm gathering information. I'm gathering
Yeah.
information. Okay. So what is your favorite recessive?
As a recessive, like you want to know like single genes recessive, right? Just the form, not like a
Yeah,
combination,
let's
right?
let's keep it simple with a single gene recessive first, and then we'll come back to. I'm pretty sure your dream scheme to make gonna have some multiple recessives there, so we'll
Yeah.
talk about that then. So let's just do a single gene.
If I have to go with my favorite, it has to be the jet black, the hypermelanistic skink.
Okay, that one's just totally black, right? Eyes are
Yeah, it's
black,
just
body's black. Okay,
well, not the eyes, just the whole body is black, and
okay,
then the tongue is a darker blue than a usual like blue tongue skink. It's darker.
okay.
Their eyes are regular, and then their belly is like really orange, like fire red. It's so
Oh
nice.
wow.
Yeah, so
Oh,
that's one of my
interesting.
favorites.
Okay, okay. Jeremy, thanks for coming through. Appreciate
What
you.
is up, Jeremy?
Oh wow. Oh
Yeah.
wow. So do you have that in your collection as of right now? Or are
Yes,
you
I have
working
that.
to you have that. So you're working on reproducing that now.
Yes, I have. As I thought I got a pair in the beginning, but ended up being two males, and
Okay.
sad sucks for that. And
Yeah.
luckily, I had a friend. I don't know if you know who they are. R&B Reptiles.
R&B
It's
reptiles. They
Ryan
sound
and Ben.
familiar. I think oh yeah. Yeah, I know them.
They
Yeah.
also have a
I've talked to
YouTuber.
them a couple of times.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they had a female that, and then reached out to them, and we were able to work something out. And I actually have the female, so hopefully next year I'll be able to work with that.
Nice, nice. Oh, that'd be great. Oh wow. See, that's the community coming together, working together there. I like that. I like that. Oh wow.
Yes.
What's up, Rob? Thanks for coming through. Derek, what's up? Thanks for coming
What's up,
through.
Derek and Rob? But yeah, that's I have other morphs too. I also have the what they call the white northern, or what they're calling the ivory here in the States.
Okay.
Yeah, I also
So
have pure white.
as of right now, how many recessive morphs are there for skinks? Are they in like double digits yet, or is still single digits of how many recessives are out there?
Let me count them first. There's white albino Henry, T positive, pied. I believe there's like seven or eight
Okay.
recessives.
Okay. So
Yeah,
they're getting the numbers up there. They're slowly
yeah.
getting the numbers up there. Okay. Okay. That makes sense.
As a cold downs, there's a good amount.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Or
So
downs.
like, cause I don't are skinks on Morph Market? I meant to look.
Yeah, they're on Morph Market. They have their
Are
own
they?
tab.
So
Yeah,
okay, now that's gonna open up a whole new world of stuff
yeah.
I'm not supposed to be looking at.
Before it was harder to find them on Morph Market, but you know how like when they get a little bit more popular, I guess Morph Market gives them like their own tabs or whatever, things like that.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and then back then when you would like search it up, it'll give you everything. Like you know how Botpants gives you acid, it gives you morphs and stuff. Now
Hmm.
Morph Market fixed that, and now they have the dominant traits and recessives like lined up.
Oh, okay. Okay. What's up, Hutch? Thanks for coming through. Okay, that's cool. Oh,
Yeah,
see, Morph Market starting to catch on. So
yeah,
hey, that's big there. That's
yeah.
big.
It's very helpful too and especially what you want to look for, like what
Oh,
colors and
okay.
morphs you want to look for. It helps a lot.
De- definitely. Be safe driving down there to Daytona because there is a lot of people at Daytona going for the Daytona show. It is
All
this
right.
weekend. So if you're down there, guys, have fun, take pictures, videos, do all that. 100%. I can't make it, but I would love to see pictures and all the videos you guys are going to do. Definitely. Have fun, be safe, and raise a lot of money for US Arc. 100%. 100%.
Yeah, for
Oh,
sure.
definitely. We got to. We need to do that to protect the animals we love to take care of and breed. It's very important to fund USR because they are fighting for us, and they give us a little bit of a upper hand when we trying to fight these fights against I won't say government, but the people that try to take stuff away that they
Yeah,
just because they don't like it, not
yeah.
because it's saving other people or anything. It's mostly because they don't like it and they think it's weird. So
Yep,
hey,
agreed. 100%.
that's how it's working right now. So
Yeah,
definitely, if you can, if you're not a member, become a member. If you can't become a member, donate. And if you're at Daytona, donate an animal for the auction. Either way, and Florida US Arc as well. If you could donate to them as well, because there's two. Technically, is it two? Yeah, it's two. There's a Florida US Arc because they're fighting for stuff specifically in Florida there,
Yeah.
but then there's a US Arc overall. So donate to both. Donate to both. I believe I could be wrong, and somebody in the comments tell me if I'm wrong, and I'll get better information out there. But definitely do that.
Yeah, for sure.
So what kind of camera do you use to record your videos?
My phone. It's a Samsung Galaxy 10 Plus.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing
Yeah.
wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. I use my phone for recording, editing, making thumbnails, uploading. Definitely the way to go.
Yeah, it's a small little computer. It's in your hands.
Exactly. I keep telling people this, and the video quality on it is amazing in itself. So
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Yeah, I see other people like, man, I don't want to do video to do this because I gotta buy expensive cameras, and I'm like, what phone do you got? I'm like, use that.
Exactly.
It's good enough. Like they have really powerful cameras nowadays.
I've told so many people you don't need to go buy a camera. Don't use that as an excuse to stop you from doing YouTube videos. You have a camera in your hand. Your phone's always there. Just pull it out, start shooting.
Yeah.
The most important part of starting your YouTube is starting it. You always can upgrade equipment later, but you gotta start. That's usually the hardest part, is just starting. And people put so many barriers in their way. Oh, well, my snakes aren't big enough to be showing people, or I don't have a good camera, or I don't have great lighting, or I don't have great. No, you're just making excuses. You can do it. It's very easy. People forget. People like to see that journey of you doing what you love to do. And at the beginning, you're not going to be the best at it, but they're going to see you grow, get bigger, get more animals, get better equipment, produce clutches for the first time, learn things about producing clutches, or producing animals, or taking care of your animals, period. I'm still learning stuff about my animals throughout this whole process. Even though I've had these animals for quite a while, you still learn new stuff when you take the time and pay attention to your animals.
Agreed.
So don't use that as an excuse. Start now. 100%. What's up, Ron? Thanks for coming through. What up, Eric? I see you.
What's up, Eric? I'm like, yeah, I'm on the Gershon show.
I do appreciate people actually wanting to be on the show. Like I've gotten people started to write me like, hey, how does this work? Because I would like to be on the show. Let me know what I got to do. And that's amazing. Amazing that people actually want to come on and hang out with me and talk to me. That's amazing. I definitely, I got a little more pep in my step hearing that from people. So it's cool to know that people like the show and want to be on it. So I appreciate that 100%.
Sure.
Like,
if you're interested, I'm like, hey, Mom, I made it on the Gershon show.
I love it. I have a decent sized list of people to ask. But if you're interested in being on the show, I only have one rule. Technically it's two rules. You have to have a YouTube channel, and you have to have at least one video on your YouTube channel. That's literally the only rule to come on. So if you're interested, hit me up. Let me know. I'll put you on the list. I won't say you'll be on in 2 weeks, but you'll be on the list, so I'll get to you eventually. I'm definitely trying to get more other reptile enthusiasts on. I'm looking for green tree python breeders or enthusiasts, emerald tree boas, Amazon. What's the rainbow boa? I think it's just rainbow boas. Some people that breed rainbow boas. I'm looking for reticulated python people too. Burmese pythons, alligators, snapping turtles, all the reptiles. I'm trying to pull outside of ball pythons a little bit and show the other reptiles and let people see some other reptiles in the community as well. So if you have any of those and you're interested, hit me up. Let me know. All
Like
links are in the description down below.
expand your reaches.
I'm trying to. I mean, we have a big. I mean, the ball python community is huge,
Yeah, it
but the
is.
reptile community is even bigger. So let's not limit each other and let's grow all together.
Yeah, for sure. Compared to blue tongue skinks, I mean, when I'm introduced to ball pythons, I'm like, man, there's a lot of people in this. It's huge.
Very true. Okay, I'm a screenshot that, and I'm gonna definitely. I think I just posted. Yep, there it goes. Screenshot. I'll be hitting him up, putting him on the list. Thanks, Jeremy. Um, so before we go into our next question, you know what time it is, everybody. It is time for tip of the week. If you don't know what tip of the week is, that is when I put a post on my Instagram or my Facebook, and under that post, all you have to do is get on tip of the week is put down a tip of the week on that post, make a comment, and whichever comment gets the most likes will be featured on the next episode of Under 1,000 Pod on tip of the week. And you can sponsor tip of the week. It is a segment you can sponsor, and we do have a sponsor for this segment today. So 1 second, let me find the video because I thought I was prepared and I wasn't. So let's see tip of the week and the sponsor of this segment, this episode. This segment sponsored by B&S Reptilia. Go check them out on Instagram and definitely look forward to their YouTube that's coming soon, hopefully. We're working on it. But thanks for sponsoring, guys. This week's tip is from Derek, and he says, hets to make visuals, visuals to make hets, and hope for that golden egg while you're building up your army at the same time. Great tip. Yes, hets to make visuals and visuals to make hets. But sometimes you throw them visuals and visuals together and just produce all visuals. But great tip, Derek. Check Derek out on his YouTube channel, Instagram, and I think he's on TikTok as well. He also was on another episode of Under 1,000 Podcast last week, so you go watch that episode too. Thanks for the tip, Derek. And that's been Tip of the Week. Yes, great tip, Derek. Yeah. Go check out Derek. Yeah, we were talking about on Derek's Thirsty Thursday live. We were talking about to way to start a project. And if you had only a certain amount of money, how would you buy the genes you kind of need to get into that project? And it kind of made people think about it. When you definitely have a budget, which animals do you pick up and how long would it take you to do that project with those animals? And it showed how many different ways you can go about a project, which was really cool for people to see. And we had fun with that. Definitely had fun with that.
Gotta build that head army.
This is true. This is definitely true. So I blanked out in my mind what I was doing. It happens all the time. So I'm really interested in this question because I don't necessarily know what skinks eat.
Yeah.
So this is kind of gonna be a 2-part question. First of all, let me know what skinks eat, and then secondly, buy or do you breed that for them?
Skinks have a variety of food. They're like scavengers. Their main food is actually dog food, canned dog food.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They prefer for me preferably I prefer the pate style. The pate.
Okay.
Right, not the gravy one.
Mm-hmm.
Personally. And they also eat bugs. They love snails. They also eat fruits and veggies too. They eat a little bit of everything. Yeah. So.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they have a unique diet. It's what do you call it? Broad.
Okay. So they're carnivores, overvores, and what's the bug one? I know there's a one for the bug. So they have multiple things they eat.
Yeah.
So
and then,
with that, do you
dog kibbles too? I give them the dog kibbles too.
Okay. So with that, do you breed some bugs for them, or do you just go? Okay.
Yeah, I breed mealworms for them at the moment.
Okay.
I was trying to do crickets, but I didn't want to do that in the end. They get I don't got space for them to put them, and then they're kind of loud.
Yeah, they do. They are loud. They are loud. They're yeah, they're very loud. Who is it? Exquisite Exotics. They have crested geckos. I believe they have crested geckos, and they breed crickets. And every one of their videos, you can hear the crickets. I've just gotten used to it, so I don't even pay attention to it anymore.
Yeah,
But I had somebody else watching a video while I was watching it at work, and they were like, "Why is there crickets going on?" I was like, "Oh, they breed crickets." I've gotten used to that sound, but yeah, they breed crickets. That's what the cricket noise is.
yeah.
Um,
And I also give them like hornworms. I don't want to get into that either. It's a little bit different uh, way of breeding them and doing all the process. So I was like, nah, I'm okay with that.
mm,
Snails, I might get into snails, breeding snails. So
okay.
yeah, because they love snails. It's one of their
I
main
didn't.
things. That
I
they put
wouldn't
in.
even know where to start how to breed snails. Is it is it you just get snails and put them in a box and they kind of you let them do their thing? Do you have to do anything special for them?
It's you do like a bioactive kind of for them, and it's you just put them in there, leave them, feed them the correct stuff, and yeah, they
Okay.
reproduce.
Okay.
And
Oh, wow.
just to make sure that you get some healthy snails.
Yeah. Yeah. That is. You got to start off with a healthy bunch of
Yeah,
snails first.
yeah,
So
you
that
don't want to
makes
get your animals
definitely.
sick.
Yeah. Very true. What's up, bro? Cohab, thanks for coming through. Thanks to. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. He did say that. So it wasn't even your tip, Derek. Look at you taking credit for it. Where I can't. Okay, that's cool. I appreciate you listening. I appreciate you listening. Um, and also, I always forget to tell people this, but yes, hit that like button if you can. Apparently, YouTube likes it when you guys hit that like button. I like that YouTube likes that you like hitting the like button. So go ahead and hit that like button. And the fact that I said like so many times, how could you not hit that like button? But
Yeah,
definitely do that. Appreciate that, guys.
yeah,
Appreciate it.
show Gershon some support. Hit the like button.
I appreciate the love and support you guys show. Definitely. See my advisor. Oh, congrats, congrats.
Congrats on that.
Um,
Really nice.
so do you grow your own vegetables too, or do you just go pick up some vegetables
I
for them?
just
Like,
buy. Everything at the moment is buy.
okay,
Yeah.
okay. So how often do they feed? Are they every other day, every day, a daily feed, or how often do they eat?
My adult, I feed them about I'll say like every 5 days,
Okay,
5 to 7 days, depending how much they ate the previous week. Or
okay,
and then the babies, newborn babies eat every day, like until they hit like I'll say 4 months maybe. You feed them every day, or 3 months, depending how you
okay.
want to grow them out. You feed them every
Mm-hmm.
day, then you switch it to like every other day. Then after that, you just feed them twice a month when they're like subadults. And then once
Okay,
they hit that 1 year of age, that's when you just do once a week, pretty much.
okay, okay. That's not a bad schedule. That's not a bad schedule.
Yeah.
Guys, if you have any questions for Victor, definitely put them in the chat. Um, I'm gonna start asking questions about skinks because I'm learning myself. I'm still asking my regular questions, but I got other questions that's gonna come up. But if you got questions, definitely put them in the chat, and we will try to get to them, one
Yeah,
hundred
for
percent.
sure. I'll try to get to
So
as many as I can.
exactly, do skinks live birth or they eggs?
They're live birth. They give
Oh, get out of
it's
here.
pretty cool. Like opening up a tub and you see little babies running around. It's really cool.
Oh wow. So how many can they usually have at a time? Is it usually a small litter of babies or is it 5 to 10?
They get pretty big litters. They could have up to 20.
Oh my goodness. Are you
Yeah.
serious?
Yeah.
Wow.
This year, my first female that laid for me, I mean, had her litter, she gave me 13. And then my second female gave me 12. So pretty decent size, big litter.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I didn't think they would have that many.
Yeah.
So they're once a year breeders, right? They're not
Yeah,
like okay,
once a
okay.
year. Once their season's over, after that you got to get them back on feed right away,
Mm-hmm.
fatten them up because in the winter you have to brewmate them, so to get them ready
Okay.
for the next
So
breeding
they
season.
do brewmate. Okay, because
Yeah,
I'm learning about brewmation. I didn't know. I've slightly heard about it, but I didn't know which animals really did it and how it necessarily how it works. I've never had to
yeah.
do it myself. So for those that might know what brumation is, give them a little rough estimate of how that works and usually when does it happen.
Brumation, usually brumate. Well, to start out, brumation, I guess for you guys don't know, it's kind of like hibernation for reptiles, but it's not.
Mm-hmm.
Hibernation is like more of a deep sleep. Brumation, they still wake up to go drink water and they'll wander around, so they don't go fully down.
Okay.
You just got during that time they just don't eat. They just because it's so cold for them, they can't digest, and it usually happens in the wintertime, so cold season, and it
Okay.
lasts about like I'll say like 3 months with no feed, no food.
Wow. So there's 3 months you don't really see your animal. You
Nope.
check and make sure they're okay, make sure they're alive here and there, but you really don't see your animal. Wow, that's
Yeah, they just
crazy.
go down. They just go. I just usually put like some type of like hay or something for them to like bury themselves under, so they could like
Mm-hmm.
go down and sleep. And that's all I do. I go in there, I check on them. I really don't try to touch them too much during brumation. I don't want to disturb
Mm-hmm.
their whole process. But if I see a little bit breathing or something like that, okay, I'm like okay. But if I don't know he's breathing, I'll try to like tap it a little bit and see how he reacts just to make sure.
Okay. Yeah, because that's that. I don't know if I can handle that because I'll be in there just every other day, just making sure they alive, making sure they moving.
Yeah,
Oh wow,
you just
that's
gotta make sure there's water because they do come to
okay.
drink water.
Okay. What's up, John? Thanks for coming through. Wow, that's crazy. So, do you do anything special right before they go into brumation? Do you
Okay,
try
that's a
to
good
give
question.
them a little more food a month before or so, or how does that work?
Well, I try giving them, especially my females. I feed them a little bit extra because I'm trying to get them their weight back. So before
Okay.
brumation, so for me, brumation this year was a little weird. It usually starts for November, but this year started like in December almost. So the
Mm.
seasons were a little off. So I'm gonna see how this goes. This year they went down for almost 4 months. I'll say they went down for one more extra month. So it was a little bit more
Okay.
scary for me because I was like, what's going on? What's happening? And stuff like that. So I'm gonna have to figure out this year. But you, so for as brumation before what I do, like you're saying, I do fatten them up. Make sure a month prior you don't do that no more. You stop their. You gotta ease on their diet, and then I'll
Mm-hmm.
say about you start about 2 weeks, 2 3 weeks. I'll say 3 weeks before stop feeding, like as
Okay.
well. Like do not feed, and then after that and then to start the process, if you're in a place that your temperatures don't drop too cold,
Mm-hmm.
um, you could I don't do it because my here in California gets kind of cold, so I don't really need to do it.
Yeah.
So it gets cold enough, not cold. I'm like maybe you guys over there in the East Coast, but
Yeah, we get real cold.
yeah, right. So right here it gets cold enough for them to brewmate naturally.
Okay.
So I just basically turn off their heat pads. There's no heat at
Mm-hmm.
all, so I only leave it. I drop it down. I do turn them on if I know the weather's gonna be too um cold for them.
Too cold, yeah.
I don't want
Because
to risk
it, what's the temperature between what 60 and is it like maybe 50 degrees? That's where you want to have it at, right? No, nowhere literally colder than that.
Yeah, I usually keep it for me personally, and it's been working for me. I keep it like anywhere from 60 to 65
Okay,
for my northerns. For easterns,
okay.
I do drop it down to like the 50s, like high 50, like 58, 56, somewhere around there.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah,
I would
but
even, ooh, well, I would still have to have some heat on because we get down to 20 degrees sometimes, and the basement be real cold.
yeah,
So still have to give them a little more heat.
yeah. Right here, all I just let their heat pad. Like I turn on the temperatures on their heat pad to a certain degree, and then
Hmm.
I let it run for them to at least have something.
Okay.
Yeah, just on the times that I know it's gonna be too cold for them. But if I know
Yeah.
it's manageable, I don't. I just leave it. Let it be.
Gotcha.
Let them sleep it out. and hope for the
Yeah,
best.
that is it's still that's still crazy. So when is their breeding season? What time of the month is that usually?
Usually, like I'm saying, my first year when I first started, it was in February. Usually for me, it's in February.
Okay.
February, like beginning of February, maybe ends of June, January.
Okay.
I'll say this year started like late March, almost.
Mm,
So it's just another year, another month. I mean,
okay.
so I kind of switched. So it's usually around that time, usually close to spring. Springtime is when they're getting ready to breed. Not springtime, but close to spring. And then you should see babies like in summer.
Okay.
The gestation process is anywhere from 120 to 140 days.
Okay. What wait, you said 120 to 140 days?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. So I have to wait
Wow.
that long to see any babies.
Wow. Wow. Okay. Oh wow. So yeah, you really so they're not a necessarily very easy animal to breed per se. Like you have to be on top of your game. You got to know what you're doing. You got to know that animal, and
Yeah.
you really have to do things at a certain time with them and pay attention to not only weather, but also how they're reacting to the weather.
Yeah,
Um,
exactly. And also, you got to make sure like the males drop the sperm plugs before breeding them. The females, most of the times, they go through a shed before starting to breed. If they don't
okay.
shed, they usually won't want to breed. Usually, you got to be more, what's that word I want to say? On top of your male of how you do everything correctly, because the male is the main thing. Like if you miss his timing, the female will want to keep breeding, but if you miss the male's timing, it's you basically will miss the whole season.
Okay. Oh wow. So in skinks, the male is a little more important. Um, in the beginning of the breeding process.
Yeah.
Once she does, I'm kicking my table because I'm learning.
Yeah.
Once she gets pregnant though, then your focus is on her,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Okay.
Once you
So
get your
is
locks in,
there okay? Is there like signs that she gives off to let you know that she's gravid, that she's carrying babies?
um, it's halfway through, I'll say that she'll start building weight. You'll start noticing her
Okay.
weight gain.
Okay.
The further along, she'll get bigger.
Okay.
She'll start getting a little lazier. She'll be heat seeking a lot, like kind of like a ball python. They'll be heat seeking a lot during closer to into their what do you call it, gestation. And
Yeah. Yeah.
also, what else do they do? And their temper changes too. They get a little bit more mean.
Okay.
You could have a sweet little female that I'd be holding all the time, and then during that, oh no, you leave her alone.
So is that them being more protective because they know they're carrying babies? Is that what that usually
Yeah,
is,
yeah,
or is
and
that
also
just
because they're more vulnerable because they're so big, they can't move as fast, so like they feel
gotcha,
vulnerable too.
gotcha?
Yeah,
So I don't know who this is on Facebook. You might have to sign in or do something because right now it doesn't show who you are. But I appreciate the comment. Appreciate you catching the show, watching. Thank you very much.
yeah,
Appreciate it. That happens on Facebook sometimes if you're not signed into your Facebook a certain way. When you leave a comment, it won't show who you are. It's weird. But I still stream on Facebook because it's another social media source.
yeah,
You never know where somebody might find your content or find you. So try to flood it on every different platform just in case. You never know where you might find people that like what you're doing and want to watch it.
yeah, for sure. I got a lot of people from Facebook that don't even have Instagram and follow me on Facebook, and that I don't have
Yeah,
Instagram.
yeah. That's why I try to share the love on all the platforms.
Yeah,
TikTok, I'm working on it. I'm terrible at doing TikToks. I do more time watching TikToks than I do actually producing TikToks.
I'm the same. I won't lie.
I'm still trying to find my own unique style on TikTok that's different than my YouTube and different than my Instagram. So it's a process. I want it to be unique so it stands out, but it
Yeah,
also I'm not just copying what I'm doing on YouTube per se. Um, because
for
it's
sure.
a whole different platform and it's a different way to become successful on it. So I'm trying to learn that. But man, it's difficult because Everything changes every 2 minutes. It seems like, I was like, okay, I think I figured out what I need to do, and then everything changed. I was like, well, we can't do that. That's not popular anymore.
Yeah, yeah. Beyond it.
Very true. Very true. Yeah, I think Tinley is in October this yeah, I think it's in October. You guys are out here because you guys are talking to yourselves in the comment, and I love that very much, very much. I've only had face to the name. Okay, see, and that there you go. That's another reason to have YouTube, Instagram. Throw your face up there so people can see your face.
Yeah.
So people know who they're watching and listening to.
Yeah, nice that you're here to watch.
Very true. Very true. Okay, we're gonna get back to some regular questions. I will be coming back to more skink questions because I have another. I'm trying to keep it in my brain to ask you about it, but I'm gonna bring it up a little bit. But what do you use to edit your videos?
I like you were saying, you do everything to your phone. I do too. I downloaded a app. It's called UCut. So it's
okay.
That's what I use to edit all my videos.
Okay. Yeah. How do you like that app?
It's good. I really like it a lot. It's more helpful than the other ones I've tried, or like the one that even like the phone, even like the Galaxy has its own version of editing as well.
It does.
I tried it, but I wasn't a big fan of it.
It's not that great.
It needs more help.
I mean, it's not that great. Is the program you're using UCut? Is it free? Did you have to pay for is it a monthly charge or a one-time fee?
It's free. You could do almost everything, but if you want to do like more effects and stuff like that, you have to pay for the packages. It's not it's not monthly. You just buy packages of what type of effects you want to buy and stuff.
Okay. So before we go any further, I seen the video you posted up. I think it was like 2 or 3 days ago. So I'm giving you the chance to talk about that because I know that I like the idea of that, and I was like, this is a different way of doing it. It's pretty unique, and the gamer in me really it spoke to me there. Even though I don't game as much anymore, I've put my system in a box in a closet. I don't even play anymore. But I know that world, and what you were saying was like, oh wait, I know them words. Oh, I know what that is. So go ahead and let people know about this. Let them know about it. Go right ahead.
All right. So yeah, about 2 days ago, I launched something called the Far Out Prestige. What I'm trying to do, it's like a battle pass basically for our business. So basically, it's kind of, you can say it's a subscription. Yeah, you could do. It's you could either get you could pay monthly or 3 month. So basically, there'll be rewards that you could get out of it, just like a battle pass. Every month, they'll renew new stuff. Will add to it. You'll be getting some free swag, and every month's gonna be different. They're gonna be like trading cards. Every month's gonna be different. So if you miss out 1 month, you will not get that one. So people are gonna have the rights of saying like, "Oh man, I have this OG stuff," and then you don't have it, And also after you complete 3 months, you'll be all the members that did the whole 3-month plan will get a free shirt. And it's going to be unique too, only to them. And in the back is going to have all the members that join, kind of like Patreon. So it's going to represent everyone's name on the back. As the rewards that you could get, you'll be able to get 10% off on any of our merch and animals on anything. So that's going to be one of the rewards. There's a digital token too that I put there. It's a Far Out digital token. So basically, if I do any spin to wins or if I do any giveaways, it's a free extra entry into that. You don't have to pay, unless the digital token is $10 worth. Actually, let me rephrase it. It's a $10 token. So if the spin to win is $10, you just use your token and you add yourself an extra spot in the spin to win, or you could use it for a giveaway, an extra spot in there. And but you could use that token also on anything higher than $10, but you just have to pay the difference. It's just a $10 off, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And also there will be, what else did I have in there? Oh, you also have first pick. You guys would get first pick. I will show you guys the animals that I produce. And if you guys want first dibs on anything I have, you guys will have first pick on anything. And I think that's everything that I have on there. Those are all the rewards you get.
It is super cool. Like I saw that video and I was watching, I was like, oh my God, this is cool. This is a different way of doing it besides Patreon, and then YouTube itself has its own join thing. But this is a different way to do it that gamers can see it's very reminiscent of gaming, and it that's what got me excited about it. I was like, oh my god, I'm not gonna lie, I was like, oh, I'm gonna have to try to do this. I'm gonna have to steal his idea. Oh my god, I'm gonna steal his idea. But then I was like, I can't steal his idea, but I'm gonna ask him, can I do it myself? So we're gonna talk about this later, but I think that's really cool. Is there I didn't see, I should have copied a link, but besides going to your YouTube channel, is there a way people can get involved with it and how they join? Let them know how they can go join it if they're interested in doing it.
If you guys are interested to join, let me see. Let me rephrase too. It's called Far Out Exotic Prestige. This will be Wave 1. I'm calling it Wave 1 instead of Season 1. It will start September, the beginning of September, and it'll run all the way to October. That'll be 1 month, and then it's 3 months. So it's from September to what? November.
September, October, November.
It ends like in December.
Yeah.
December 1st will be the last day.
Okay.
So basically, to basically, if you want to be part of it, the best place you could get me is DM me on Instagram, and then from there you could we'll do the payment plan through there, and then from there we'll start the process, and we'll start you on the first month, or if you want to pay for the whole 3 months completely. But like I said, if you guys want to do a trial once a month, but if you miss a month, you will not get the shirt at the end.
Yep.
So basically, also I'm depending on how well this goes on the next trial, or maybe the next month, or maybe add some extra stuff, or we'll see what extra rewards I could add just to see how many people get involved. It's a little trial first, a beta.
Definitely.
If you want to call it like the gamer in me, the beta version.
Yeah, I was about to say this. Is this an alpha? Is this in beta? This is the let me know where it is. This is a really cool idea. I really dig it. It's bringing two different worlds together, and I like that. I might have to do something like, okay, we're gonna talk not right now, but I have an idea, a way of doing it for me that involves like comic books or nerd stuff, because that's my world. So I like this. Okay, but NFTs, John's right. Are you into NFTs? I'm not gonna lie, I'm not super into them. I know about them. I'm trying to learn about them, but I think it's going over my head a lot. And I will be the first to admit I don't understand something. I'll be like, I need you to break it down to me like I'm a child sometimes, but I'm still learning that space and learning how it works a bit. I might dabble a little into it once I get a more grip on how it works. But are you into that space? You know about NFTs? You know how they work?
NFTs, not really. I never really got into it. For me, I'm not really into this Ethereum and all that stuff. So,
so
I don't like
NFTs
like that stuff. I don't get it, I guess you could say.
Yeah, it took me. So it's different than crypto. Cryptocurrency, that's just actual money, digital money, coins and stuff. NFTs are like a digital thing that you own. It's weird to explain, but it's simple to explain. I know that makes no sense. So it's basically like say with COD, when you get you buy a skin.
Yeah.
So it's a digital skin that only kind of works there on COD. NFTs kind of work everywhere. There's actually a market store for it. So if you buy something digitally, you can actually sell it on that market store, or it's valued on that market store. I could be wrong, but I think that's kind of how it works. John, let me know if I'm anywhere near explaining that right.
I won't lie. I'm even in video games. I never gone digital myself. I've always liked to have the game in hand.
Yeah, I gotta need to have that copy. I need that copy.
Yeah, so
I need
that's
that
like
book.
Exactly. I like everything in hand. I feel like I could like control it better. I could get to do whatever I want with it. Like
Definitely.
if my system goes down, I have to like go re-download it, or I lose everything. So
Definitely.
So that's what I'm trying to do with the swag. Like it's gonna be I forgot to say it's patches. It's gonna be like some like Call of Duty has emblems.
Yep.
So be like patches. I'm gonna put a special design on them that's gonna have a unique design. So those are
that's cool.
And you'll be able to iron them onto like a shirt of yours, or if you want to do you'll be able to iron it onto something. So or like a Letterman jacket and stuff like that. So
okay. That's cool.
Special stickers too. And also I forgot to mention too about the digital token. If you do the whole 3 months, if you could save up, you could hoard your tokens. Even if your membership expires and you don't want to do wave 2 or whatever I do after this, you still keep those 3 tokens.
Good. Okay.
Yeah, and then you could basically it's up to 2 tokens per entry if you want to enter like a spin to win or things like that. So Things like
Gotcha.
that.
Gotcha.
I forgot to mention that.
No, you gotta mention those rules. Sometimes
Yeah.
people don't hear them rules. You gotta mention them.
Oh yeah. Also
James,
another
what's
thing
up?
too
Thanks for
is
coming through.
before that. Oh sorry.
Go, no, go ahead. Go ahead.
Also another thing that I just remembered too. If I get enough memberships too, there will be special auctions just for the members. So there will be no
Okay.
holdbacks. So whatever they sell for, they sell for.
Oh, okay.
But you
Okay.
cannot use your 10% off on those. No, 10% does
Okay.
not work off on auctions.
Nice.
So there'll be
Nice.
no reserve on any auctions, but it all depends on how many members join.
Okay. Okay. Hey, I like this. I like this. Are you gonna have a website for it so people can see the
I'm a,
breakdown and stuff?
I'm gonna be working on one. They won't be able
Okay.
to, like I'm saying, it's not gonna be like an active where you could buy it through there because
True. True.
it's gonna
True.
be at least it's gonna give you a loadout what's
A
gonna
breakdown of
have.
how things work and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, and also on Instagram, I'm gonna have when you save your stories, you can make like a little what are those called highlights. I think.
Yeah, I'm starting to
I'm
get
gonna have,
better at that.
yeah, so I'm gonna have that as well. So I have one already, but it's gonna be updated. So I set up maybe a couple of days, up to maybe 5 days. I'm gonna do the first design for the first badge and stickers. That's what you can, or that
Mm,
swag. So I'm gonna have that up, so you'll know what exactly the first design will look like.
okay, that's
So that will
cool.
be on the highlight. But I will be working on a website, so like to like give
Okay,
everyone a rundown and stuff like that.
nice, nice. So definitely look out for that, people. Definitely look out for that.
Yeah.
Jessica, thanks for coming through. Appreciate it. Appreciate
What is
it.
up, Jessica?
So John said yes. I think he's saying yes, and I did that. I said that right. I think he said that. What's up? What's up? You made it. Thanks for coming through. I know you be busy trying to do stuff, but I appreciate it, Joe. Thanks for coming through. I guess the replay. Okay, yeah, I understand. I understand. Be safe. Safe driving. Safe driving. It's like a trading card, much higher
Yeah.
values.
Yep.
Yes.
Especially because I
Yes.
do. I won't like my geek part too. I also collect Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Okay, okay. I still have Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I literally still have Yu-Gi-Oh cards in a box somewhere. I have a few
Some are really worth
Pokemon.
a lot of money. I'll tell you
I
that.
trust it. So I seen some, it was like a rebirth card, but it's a certain kind of one. And I was looking, I was like, I don't think I got that one. And I don't think I do have that one. But I have been trying to go through them and see maybe I got something that might be worth something. So I'm trying to hide it from my wife so she don't throw my stuff away.
Yeah.
She was just cleaning and throwing stuff away. Like, hold on, that could be money you throwing away.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
you play Fortnite, buy skins, you grow out. Okay, yeah. So I said I was on the right track. I was on the right track.
Yeah.
Snakes for the memories. Thanks for coming through. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Trying to hit some of these comments because we started to talk and I
Yeah.
see that's what happens. We get into the conversation and you miss comments.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna slam dunk. Oh, okay, okay, got you, got you, got you. So let's hit our last question I have for you. All right, well, nope. Before we even go to the last question, I remember. So does anybody in the skink breeding world ultrasound their skinks? Do they do that? Is that something that's practiced?
You could do ultrasound for what to see if there's babies in there. Um,
Yeah.
but if you're trying to sex your animal or just see, they don't know, there's no ovulation that you could catch on it either.
Um.
So it's just mainly to know to confirm that she is gravid. Like
Yeah.
make sure she is. You could ultrasound and you'll see. But
Okay.
other than that, you can't
Okay.
sex or you can check for ovulation.
So that's another good question. How do you sex a skink?
Oh man, that's hard. That's like the hardest question for these animals.
Really?
Yeah, it's almost impossible to sex them, especially as babies. Even as adult, I've missed it. I thought some are males and they're female, and I learned
Hmm.
the hard way by putting them together. We start
Okay.
fighting in the tub. Um,
Uh,
so you basically gotta make sure. Sometimes you will hit it right. There's a method that I'm trying to learn right now or I saw online that you could do some measurements, and they say it's about 85% accurate. So I'm
okay.
gonna test it myself to see if it is true. Another
Okay.
one that I know too is tail size as when they're first born babies. Some
Hmm.
will have short tails, some will have longer tails. So usually the shorter tails are females and longer tails are males. So, but even then, it's not 100%. I'll say it's also like an 80% accuracy on that too.
Uh,
So I usually tend to separate mine to figure out, like, try to test it.
mm-hmm.
And I won't know. I barely started doing this, so I'm gonna find out this year.
Okay.
Next year actually, until
Oh,
my grow outs are old enough.
okay. So you usually hold something back because it looks great, and you hope it's the sex you want in a year or so when it gets up to size to be able to try to sex it.
Yeah, exactly. Another males you will probably be able to find out a little bit earlier, maybe about
Okay.
6 to 7 month old.
Okay.
Just look in his enclosure and see, they'll start dropping sperm plugs.
Oh, okay. Okay.
That's how you'll
Okay.
know, because you can't pop
Okay.
these animals. You'll hurt them. They're not like ball pythons. You
Um.
cannot pop.
Okay. Can you probe them? Is probing
No, you can't do
no?
that either.
Okay.
No, none of that
Oh wow.
is not accurate either. People have done
Oh
it and it's not
wow.
accurate.
So that definitely throws another wrench in breeding when you're trying to make sure you got a male and a female.
Yeah,
You won't know until a certain time you already put time into that animal and you find
yeah,
out, oh, that's two males, so you got to
yeah.
start all over again.
Exactly. That's what makes it a little frustrating. And I mean,
Okay.
if you're trying to get into this and buy breeders, like, just make sure you buy from a really known person,
Yeah,
yeah, known
somebody
person.
you can trust and that's gonna be honest with you. Yeah.
Yeah, because
Oh
it is
wow,
hard.
that's interesting. I didn't know that. That's crazy. Well, if anybody else has any other questions, definitely put them in the chat. But I am about to ask my last question for Victor tonight. And then probably lead to other questions. So let's not the last question on my list.
Yeah.
It might lead to other questions though. So, what is your dream morph to make?
Oof, that's a good one. Right now with the recessives, that's my main goal right now. The recessives are the ones where to go right now.
Mm-hmm.
The only recessives I know, most of the recessives are not here in the states. They're more in Australia, but the ones that are here
Oh.
is usually like the albino, the white,
Mhm.
and the hypermelanistic.
Okay.
So for me, if I could do the dream morph of combining all three, the triple head will be the most badass thing to do.
Okay.
I believe it's called like a moon glow when you combine all three.
That is a cool name. So what recessives would that be?
So it'll be a hypermelanistic, white or ivory, and albino.
Okay.
So it'll be a
Okay.
triple recessive, and it's a pure
Nice.
white. It's like a pure white snake that shines like some silvery, like kind of like a koi fish. You know how they
Okay.
shimmer, like the little shimmer,
Yeah. Yeah.
and then it has a pure red eye with the pink tongue.
Oh wow. Oh
Yeah,
wow. That is kind of cool.
yeah.
Okay.
My second morph that I do want to do is also the hypermelanistic and the albino, which is called the lava. It's like almost pure orange skink.
Oh, that's super cool. So how far away are you from possibly producing these? You would say that, and does the recessive work like ball python recessives? Do you make hets and then have to breed those hets? Okay, just wanted to double check because I was wondering
Yeah,
that.
yeah, you do heads. All these will make heads, so you basically have to build your army, a head army as well
Okay.
for these animals. Like, but it's a little bit more complicated, like you're saying, like, because sometimes you keep some back, and you're like, oh man, I got pure males, and now you're screwed, you know.
Yeah.
uh,
Oh yeah. Oh
so
wow.
this next year, my whites are will be of age, so I'll be working on double heads. These will be platinums. There'll be a double head for white and hypermelanistic. So the double visual of that, it's called a platinum, which is a very silvery, like a yeah, like a silvery skink, like very,
Mm-hmm.
not like the other one, like I told you, it's white. That one's like more white that shines, glimmers. This one's like silver. That's why it's
Okay.
called platinum. So hopefully next year I'll be working on that project. And also I got some big plans coming pretty soon, maybe like in a week, that I'll be getting some head army coming in to help
Oh
out with my
nice.
project. Yeah, getting some heads to help out here.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh
So
wow.
I'll be revealing in my Instagram and YouTube in about a week once I get them in.
Okay. So definitely look out for that. In about a week or so, look out for that video.
Yeah.
Um Big Tank Hank, what's up? Thanks for coming through.
Is up.
Live feeding, thanks for coming through. Go check out live feeding. He's close to 1,000 subscribers. Go check out his YouTube channel.
Congrats.
Everybody should be blue, so you could just click his name and you can go right to his channel. I believe everybody's blue. I believe so.
Yeah.
Only person not blue is this
Ball
one person.
python.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that's all the questions I have. I'm not seeing any other questions in the chat for you. So before we go, besides look out for those animals you would be getting into. Anything else you want to promote that you got coming up on your channel? It might be Instagram. Besides people checking out the Far Out Exotics Prestige, definitely check that out when that come out.
Yeah.
But anything else you want to promote and let people know about you got coming up? Are you gonna be hitting any shows anytime this year?
No, not this year. I won't be going to any shows. I'm hoping next year for sure.
Okay.
Hopefully I do make it to some shows in the East Coast like Daytona or even like in Arlington, going to Texas and Arlington, stuff like that.
Okay.
Hopefully next year. And also next year I'll start again on doing more Anaheim. I'm planning an event. I don't know when exactly, depending how my season goes for next year. So I'll be seeing about vending as well. So it'll be my first time. So yeah, I'm
Nice.
getting into all that stuff. Other than that, maybe getting some new morphs coming in as well. Like I'm saying, keep an eye out for that because I do want to
Yep.
work with a lot of these blue tongues morphs because that's what we focus on.
Okay.
And
Okay.
other than Far Out Prestige, that's the newest thing that we got that we're trying to. I'm really focusing on right now and see how it goes and if people like it and people join. And if people want to join today, people can. You could hit me on the DMs and try to talk to me about it and see where if you like it or not, and we'll go from there.
Exactly.
But the rewards will not activate till the beginning of September, so you guys got time still. No rush. But if you guys have questions, just let me know on Instagram, and we could talk about it. And like I said, 5 day up to 5 days, or I'll see when, like maybe a week prior, I will be releasing the designs of the first swag that everyone will be
Okay.
receiving.
Okay. Got to keep an eye out on that. Look
So
for
those
that.
trading cards, trading patches, I guess you could say.
Okay. Yeah. That's a really cool idea. I'm not gonna lie. Super cool idea. But before we go, we have to say thanks to our sponsor one more time. So here we go. This episode sponsored by Powers Pythons. Check out Powers Pythons Instagram and check out their YouTube channel. They are a ball python breeder who has had success this year in breeding and has a couple clutches on the ground. Go check out which animals they have available because they have a few available. So go check out their ball python selection on their Instagram or their morph market. Thanks again, Powers Pythons, for sponsoring this episode. They are great people. I actually had them on my first Next Up series, so definitely go check that episode out as well. Kevin is a great guy and is really cool to know. And thank you for sponsoring this episode, and thank you for being a friend. Appreciate all the support and love you guys show. All right. All right, there you go. Thank you again for sponsoring Powers Pythons. Appreciate it so much. Definitely go check them out. They're on TikTok as well. I forgot to tell you guys that. They're on TikTok. So go check out their TikToks. They do a lot more TikToks than I do. So thank you for sponsoring. Appreciate it so much. Victor, thank you for coming on.
Thank you for having me on.
I learned so much about skinks. I'll probably be bugging you here and there, asking more questions through Instagram because they seem really cool.
They're honestly for me they're better than than Beardies. Everyone says Beardies is number one, but it's easier care and stuff.
Okay, because
I don't want to cause no hate here if you guys are Beardy, but I'm just saying.
No hate, people. He's just talking about his experience. So I do have one more question. So what's their temperature ranges, and do you have to have like special heat? I mean, special like lights for them, UV or anything like that?
I personally just keep them in V70 tubs.
Okay.
So that's how I keep mine. Just because I have a big collection, I can't do with enclosures. It will take up too much space for my collection.
Yep.
And so I keep them with a heat tape. Their hotspot, I keep it like around 98 degrees.
Okay.
So But if you have an, I guess you could say if you have an enclosure for them, I'll recommend like a 50-watt mini halogen uh, lamp for them. I do not provide UAV. I give them supplements to make sure that they have their D3.
Okay.
But I figure that I will be adding the UVB. I'm gonna be changing. There will be an update of me remodeling my whole enclosures, so I will be changing them up. I'll be making them a big improvement, and I'll be adding a UVB. But I still won't be doing lighting. It's still gonna be heat taped.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. Well, thank you guys. If you haven't already, make sure you go follow Far Out Exotics. Links are in the description down below. That YouTube, that Instagram, and on TikTok. Find them on all those platforms. Hit that follow button. They're on Facebook too. Hit the follow
Yeah,
button. Hit the subscribe button. Go watch a video or two. Hit that like button as well while you're there. Also, thank you guys for watching. I have decided to stop doing my mealtime series, so I'm gonna stop doing that. I'm going to pull my sticker door part of that series onto my regular videos on Thursdays. So if you do have stickers and I haven't got them yet, send me stickers. My PO box is in the link down below, and then you could get on sticker door and be on that video as well. What do I got coming up? I have a video coming up next Thursday, so look for that. It's going to be a clutch. One of my clutches finally is going to be another video where I show the whole clutch from laying, cutting, and producing the babies, showing the babies off. So look forward to that video coming next Thursday. But thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. Greatly appreciate it. Appreciate all love and support you show. Victor, thank you for coming. Greatly appreciate you taking the time.
Yeah, thank you for having me on. So
no problem.
Thank you for that.
Oh, people are wondering, yes, I have babies, but I'm trying to get them to eat before I start posting them up for sale. So that will happen in the next month or so. So look for that. Yeah. Thank you guys for coming. If you are not done for the night, you want to go watch somebody else, go check out Keys Constrictors. Hair Down Fridays is going on right now. So go check them out on Keys Constrictors channel live. And then after that, you have Derek from Big D's Reptiles. He's going to be doing, I forgot the name of the show.
I think it's Fun Fact Fridays.
Fun Fact Fridays. I believe he's doing it tonight. So after Keys goes off, he will be doing Fun Fact Fridays. Live, so go check that out. I'm probably not going to be on that one because I got to get up early in the morning and go play baseball with my son. But you can go check that out and hang out with them all night, definitely. But thank you guys for coming. Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate it. And have a good night. Have a good weekend. Peace.
Good night, everyone. Thank you for having me.